house. So, Liz's dad, a very ambitious, intelligent guy who's done a very wide myriad of jobs over the course of his life, knows a lot about building houses and construction and how houses work and all that kind of stuff. So he had this idea coming to visit us, because he always likes to keep busy with some kind of project, that he was going to give us our garage back. So our garage, when we first moved in, that's kind of where everything went that was like, we don't know what to do with this. And you know, last winter we had our Mazda parked in the garage, but we certainly couldn't get like our Pathfinder in there. It's a little bit too tight. And so his idea wasn't just like, oh, let's clean the garage. It was like, let's make it a livable, comfortable, workable space. So the initial plan was, you know, sheetrock and drywall and insulate everything and, you know, organize everything and put up shelves everywhere and get whatever tools we need and brush the floor, clean the floor, paint the floor, all that kind of stuff. And suffice to say, very ambitious project for what was originally only supposed to be a few days of visiting, and even with Kelsey coming to help out and Stevie, his wife's son, it was kind of impossible to accomplish all of that in the time here. So, still very cool, like, you know, doing the garage and other little things like filling in some concrete in the holes in the front steps that I was afraid was going to collapse, and fixing the pantry light, which turned out to be a really easy thing because I thought the wiring was dead from last winter when there was like water in there, but apparently we just needed a different bulb that could screw in a little bit further so it would properly make contact. Those things enough were like, oh great, let's do that. But then I did end up organizing a lot of the garage. I'd say 75% of it, which is pretty good. The Pathfinder's parked in there right now. Maybe we'll do a picture here. Maybe there's a picture here of what it looks like now, maybe a before and after, who knows. Maybe there's nothing because I'm exhausted. But the project was cool. I learned a lot from watching them work. I wish I could have helped out more, but I had to be doing, you know, craft work and stuff like that on the side. I think I'm done with my flash video. Side note, that's good. I'm happy with where it is now. But yeah, there were a lot of trips to Home Depot. We were getting cans of spray foam, lots of liquid nails, discovering what a lot of the tools that the previous owners of our home left behind were for, dealing with a lot of the as-built conditions, which made it difficult to have things be particularly straight or flat or flush. But yeah, we were putting up insulation, gluing sheetrock onto the walls, sheetrock in the ceiling, ripping out old insulation, putting in new stuff, fiberglass, yeah, fiberglass in some places, spray foam in the other, and then just this morning putting up some shelves. And then Morgan was visiting this weekend, so he helped me put up stuff on the shelves, and the garage looks pretty great, so I'm really happy with that. And it just goes to show again the difference between, you know, having an apartment and having a house. Like, it's really kind of cool to be like, oh yeah, we're working on the garage here, and it's a lot of work right now and taking a lot of time, and it's, you know, kind of expensive, but you know, this could be something that I benefit from for the next 40 years, and that's wonderful. And it feels good. It feels good to do a hard day's work and like see the result of it. And I'm so grateful for James and Kelsey and Stevie and now Morgan for all helping out. I feel so blessed and lucky to have family and friends that are willing to do these, you know, crazy projects that really, they're really just going to benefit me. Liz a little bit. But yeah, I mean, like, what's that space ultimately going to be used for? That'll be like a workroom. That'll be where I go down to work on various projects. If I'm ever doing stuff with robotics or building stuff or new technology, like, that's probably going to be the space I do it. And we're going to have a car on one side and kind of, you know, work benchy kind of things going on the other. So that's pretty cool, and it's exciting to think, you know, where all that could be in the future. I mean, James has some very ambitious plans for the house. He's already looking at our house, seeing like where extensions could go for like more babies or whatever, like places we could do additions to the house, and other places where there could just be little adjustments that would make it a bigger, better space. Bigger isn't better, but anyway, house stuff, cool. Yay family, it's a good project to have over this last week and a half, and I'm happy to put a pause on it for now and go back to, you know, doing the work that makes me money. But yeah, house.